I lost my father, right? And that was one of the numb moment, and my feelings shuts off, and I was completely, losing control. It was hard for me to accept that. He wants me to learn English. I was like, okay, let's go. Yeah, Baba, what was your question? Go ahead.
My question was like, as a guy who have a great accent, have like many followers now, and have a good level in English, I want to ask you like, how did you start and when, why, and all of that?
Now, first of all, above all, I would like to say that, thank you very much, guys. I would like to say thank you because we have reached 40,000 followers, and that's an amazing thing. That's an achievement that we need to celebrate that, right? And all this is because of you. Thank you very much. And plus that, 2017, I remember when Inky Johnson talked about something called serendipity and blessing in disguise, right? Which means that some of the thing in life comes in the shape of badness, but in reality they are, how can I say, they are the goodness, right? It's a good thing. You see it as bad, but with time you're gonna understand that it's a good thing, right? So 2017, getting back to my English story, 2017 I went to Sudan. That was it wasn't for educational purpose actually. Like, I went with my dad. He was a little bit sick, right? And I just went with him, like, we have to go there to follow the healing process and all this, and then I'll be back, because 2017 I got my baccalaureate, right? And after 3 months I lost my father, right? And that was one of the numb moment, and my feelings shuts off, and I was completely, losing control. It was hard for me to accept that because I was really close to him and all this stuff. But before he passed away, he was a little sometime good, and we were discussing and all this stuff. I'm a linguistic guy. I mean, like, I really like languages, right? So we were discussing, and he was like, as you speak Arabic and you already got your baccalaureate in French, why don't you start English? That would be great for you. I was like, yeah, English is good, but as a French speaker, it's damn hard for me to learn it. So to cut the story short, he passed away, and yeah, I didn't decide to come back, right? Because I was like, my dad passed away. Now I got two choices. That I die with him, or okay, mentally and not physically, but I'm talking in terms of emotion and feelings. I die with him or living with him. So if I'm living for him, how can I live with him? To make his last willing, make it true. He wants me to learn English. I was like, okay, let's go. So 2017, I went to the place called ECC. Some of the Sudanese people know it in Khartoum, right? So I started there. The first time was hard. I don't like it. I was running out of the lectures. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And one day I was every time that I talk about this story, I go emotion, because that was hard time for me. I go back home, and I was retrieving the souvenirs and everything, and I lost in my own thoughts and all this, and I find out that you are already registered to the languages process, but you're not going. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your dad that you promised him that you're gonna learn this language. And from that day, I made a promise to myself that I will be a great speaker. Even though if I'm not a great speaker, I'll do my best that I will sound great. I will talk, people will understand me. The next day I went to the center and I schedule everything, and I decide that 3 o'clock in the morning I have to wake up to memorize words. I have to record myself when I'm talking. I have to think, right? And I have to process my mindset that I have to learn these languages. And from there I start to really listen to great speakers. Accent zero, my friend. That's a French one. That's great, right? So accent was zero. I started with it, and it was great. I start with Inky Johnson and Eric Thomas. Those guys were motivating me, and he was like, if you want something, you have to invest with it. You want to have things, but you don't willing to work hard and all this stuff. But I'm not listening to words because I want to listen to them. Those words were resonating into my mindset, and it was processing in terms of getting into my reality, right? Some people are listening and the next day, 2 days, and they will let it. I just talk to myself that if I get to that journey of English language, I have to be like disciplined guy, right? No procrastination, no delaying moments and all that. And from there, let's go. I start, and yeah, this is where I really developed, and I surpassed all those Sudanese dudes. And I was seeing them as great speakers, but I came to realize that they were not as much as I was thinking. I was not good. That's why I'm saying that they are that much good. So with that zeal, with that inner believability, with that inner self-love, with that inner how can I say that? I lost words. So anyhow, this is how I would start. So 2017, 18, 19, I became what I am now.
Okay. Any question for him?
No.
About what he said? You know, I have a question, another question. And like, how you guys create English show in chat?
Yeah, that's a good question. That was like back in the day, like 6-7 months ago. I don't know, approximately. All right. So that was we at the time we were with Happiness Center, right? The family. So we were there, and then like we got a scholarship, opportunity and all this stuff. We were, in Happiness Center English Club. It was an amazing club, great speakers, right there. So we started there, and as you know, we were about to go right to America and all this stuff, because it was a scholarship that has been given to us. So we said,
The United States.
yeah, from United States. Like there is a university called Bay Atlantic University, gave us a scholarship and all this stuff. We passed the exam in Happiness Center, and it was great, right? Great time right there. And we said that as we may go there, so why not we help Happiness Center into the publicity and propaganda, so that we can bring people right in, and so that if we are not there, it's not gonna be a problem for them in the term of students and all that, because they gave us so much, right? So then we started, and that was a guy called Musa G and Ababa as well behind the camera, and they come up with the idea and we established, and then from there, Abakar and I, we took it, right? And Musa G went to Dubai, and Abakar and I, we were there, Ababa as well. So yeah, from there we were working hard, and we would get what we are now. So how did we meet? Like, people were asking, like, hey, the connection is heat between you, like how did that work and all this stuff. Like I can you just like show Barker to